What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, we're gonna talk about again the importance of. It's gonna be something simple, and I'm sure you guys heard of this before, but the importance of having a clean room and importance of having a clean living space, a clean house wherever you're at, right? So it's always important to do what I like to call maintenance, like housing maintenance or room maintenance, this and that. So like it should be at least 2 times a week where you should really like just clean everything in your room, clean everything in your house. Not to I'm not saying to be a germ freak, but like to make sure like everything is out. Like all the stuff you don't need, all the leftover trashes, this and that, just take it out. You know what I'm saying? It could be in your room, it could be in your house, it could be in your car, anything where you constantly pretty much live at, pretty much, or you constantly at. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, you know, I know you guys heard this before, but like, you know, if you have a clean room, if you clean your bed, if you clean your house, all this and that, don't underestimate it, because that shit really does actually make your life a lot easier. It makes your life a lot better, and I do feel like that's another a key component to success, because like, think about it. If your whole situation is nice and clean, like bro, like you pretty much like you know where your personal items are at. You won't It's a good chance you won't lose anything, and it's a good chance like you'll be less stressful, because imagine you coming in a long day of work, right? And then you go into your room, you go into your house, and like fucking everything's a mess, and like you don't know where your personal belongings are at, you don't know where your clean clothes is at, you don't know where this that whatever the fuck you need is at, right? And you got to look everywhere, and this is not a good feeling, you know. It's not a good feeling coming to like a dirty house or a dirty room after work or after you work out or just after a long day in general. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's really important to always clean everything, because it's gonna make things a lot easier. Imagine coming in from work to your home to your room after a long day, and now everything's clean, it's refreshed, and like it's gonna make things a lot easier. Now let me speak this from experience. So the other day, right, my whole I had a long week. I was really tired. I was exhausted, and I wasn't feeling it this week, right? So like I just clean. Well, I didn't clean my room, so like everything was a mess. So like where I live at, everything was a mess. Everything was all over the place, this and that. And what I realized, that it was harder for me to look for my personal items. It was harder for me to get the things I needed, and like it made me like more in a rush to get to work on time, because like the more your room's a mess, the more it's gonna be harder to find the things you need for work or your personal items. And the more you look for it, you gotta clock in. You gotta show up to work on time. You gotta show up to formation. So like, it's a good chance you might be late. And that wasn't my case, but like I was always in a rush. I always had a tough time looking for things. So like you just never know. And like you never know. Always be prepared, because like me, I live in the barracks, right, in the military, right. Um, so I had a long week, and like everything was my whole barracks room. It was all over the place because I was in a rush. And then everything was a mess. So in that same day, we actually had room inspections, but not by our sergeants or anything. It's by, because like I guess my whole building got in trouble, because supposedly I forgot what happened, but someone like bought something they weren't, or did there someone sneaked something in they weren't supposed to, for my whole battalion, or my company. No, it was my battalion. Someone bought something they weren't supposed to, so now you had the MPs, the military police. Now they're searching to see if someone had like stuff you weren't supposed to bring to everyone's barracks rooms, right? So like they had like military dogs out here. Yes, dogs out here. Military policemen, everyone. So they're all checking everyone's rooms, and you won't get in trouble if your room is dirty or not. But still, like it's considered, it's polite to clean your room no matter what. It's just the right thing to do, especially in the military, right? So, and that day caught me off guard, because I don't know they're gonna check rooms to see if people had things they weren't supposed to have. Me, obviously, I wasn't in trouble. I didn't have things I was supposed to have, so I wasn't the issue. It's just the only thing that bothered me was the fact that my room was a mess. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like, it's rude, it's disrespectful, in my opinion. And it just doesn't look right. I mean, it wasn't bad, but like bad, but like, because I actually cleaned the night before. It's just that this morning I lost something, and like everything was a mess now, because I put everything all over the place. And I didn't think no one was gonna check our rooms. So they checked it. They had the military dogs, this and that, and then like I felt really embarrassed. I'm like, damn, but and that caught me off guard too. So that comes to show that like you never know what could happen. So this is it's always good to stay prepared in general. Don't be paranoid, but it's always good to stay prepared in general. So make sure your room's always clean, your house is always clean, this and that, and like make sure you double check your personal items so you won't lose anything. It's always good to be organized. I know it sucks cleaning after a long day. I know it's boring, but like I know it's hard being disciplined, but I'm telling you, it's gonna make life a lot easier. It won't be the end of the world. It's only gonna take like 30 minutes to an hour of your day each week. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that long, you know. You can take longer if you want, but like that's average about 30 to an hour. You know what I'm saying? It only takes that long just to clean, anyways. So you know, and like you never know what you can find. You never know what the stuff you don't need, and not only that, but if you procrastinate, if you don't clean, all the messes is gonna build up. So it was always important to keep your room and your house clean. Also, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Fuck. God damn it. I think that's all. Oh yeah, so let me tell you, right? So this one time, right? So I had a long day. I actually worked out at the gym late at night. And when I came back, of course, my room was a whole mess, right? And I didn't feel like cleaning, so I took a shower and I went straight to my bed. But like, and then the thing too is I just set my alarm. It was during the weekend, so I had days off, and like I was supposed to hang out with my friends. We were supposed to go out because it was one of my friends' birthday party. He didn't mind going because like anyone, it's one of those things where anyone is invited, so like they're going out. So like they didn't really matter if I came or not because like he wasn't concerned about that. It was a fun thing to do. So like and we have our own group chat, right? And like he said at 3 p.m. Oh yeah, he said at 3 p.m. if that's the time they're gonna leave. So like if anyone wants to go with him, they're welcome to join for his birthday party, right? That same day, I slept through the whole day because I was up all night. I was at the gym working out, and I was exhausted. And like one of the reasons why I didn't want to get up because when I got up, my whole room was a mess. Everything was all over the place, and I didn't want to clean, so I was procrastinating. And not only that, but like I didn't know where my personal items were at. I didn't know where my clothes were at, so I could go out and get dressed, this and that. I'm like, ugh. So I kept procrastinating. I kept overthinking, and like. And then I was like, okay, give me 20 more minutes. So next thing you know, I actually overslept. And like I miss going out with him. I miss having a good time with him. I miss his party, his birthday party, you know. And like I feel really bad and I feel guilty. I mean, he didn't expect me to come because, like I said, it's one of those things where like anyone could come. So he wasn't concerned about anything, but I wanted to go because I wanted to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go out, you know, because I haven't been going out like that for like a while because of work and this and that, and like I wanted to ease my mind. I want to have fun, and like they went somewhere really fun too. Like they went to like a very like go-kart arcade. They went to some like it's like a bar or like a party or like a club, whatever. And I wanted to go, man, but I missed it because my room was a mess. If my room was clean, if everything was organized, if I would have set up my alarm, then I would have made it and I would have had a good time and my life would have been a lot more organized and structured. So moral of the story, learn from my mistakes, learn from me. Always set up just make sure everything's organized, double check, write down a checklist if you have to, write down the things you need, you don't need, the things you want to clean. You know what I'm saying? You can sell your lost items or you can sell your old items. I mean, and you know, just do what you got to do. That discipline, or not discipline, it's a habit. That habit, it really does pays off because right now my room is clean and I feel really good. I feel relaxed and like I know where all my personal belongings are at, and it feels amazing and it does make a huge difference. And I feel like having a clean room, having a clean house, a clean car, a clean apartment, it really does uplift your mood, and I feel like it really does kind of combat and destroy that sadness feeling, that depressive feeling, and it makes you want to go out more. It makes you want to pursue your hobbies. It makes you want to just do the stuff you want to do, you know, and you have more energy too to live life. So don't underestimate having a clean room. It does make a huge difference. I'm telling you, I was observing it. It makes a huge ass difference. Get some cleaning spray, or get some, I forgot what it's called, but that smell good spray all over your room after you clean, because of course you want everything to smell nice and clean too. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing. It's always good to be clean. It's good for you spiritually, mentally, even physically, you know. So just not physically, but spiritually, mentally, this is good for you. So make sure everything's clean, and it's a good habit to have. And not only that, but like you never know who's gonna come over your house. You never know who's gonna come over your room. You never know who you're gonna allow into your car, into your apartment. Like, what if it's like a girlfriend, or if you're a girl watching this, what if it's your boyfriend, or like what if it's your friends, your coworkers, or like your manager, your bosses, or your higher ups, your NCOs. It could be anyone that you want to invite to your room, to your barracks, to your fucking car, to your apartment, whatever. You know, it could be a business meeting, it could be like a date, it could be having fun, or just want to visit. You just never know, so it's always good to make sure everything's clean and up to par. You know, you just gotta be prepared. You know, don't be paranoid, but be prepared. Like I said, at least you should. Honestly, in my opinion, you should clean your room and like check everything in your room. Make sure it's reorganized and clean at least 2 times a week. That's the least too. So at least do that, man. So it does pay off, man. You just never know. And that's pretty much the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay disciplined, stay having good habits, and good luck to your life, and keep kicking ass. I'm out. Peace.